Hey guys, so today's video is going to be a story time. The first story that I have is a quite recent... I have my dog here. She's smelling me. I'm sorry, I got distracted. You guys can see her? Mandy. No. Stay. Okay. Go hide. Okay, so anyways, like I was saying before I got distracted by my dog, Mandy, come up here. Come on my bed. Come on my bed. She's not listening. Go on my bed. There you go. Now my dog can be happy. Okay, so like I was saying before, I got highly distracted of my dog. This one actually happened quite recently. This one's actually kind of really weird and creepy. It's about a creepy phone call that I got, which a lot of people get creepy phone calls, let's say, from telemarketers and stuff like that. So it's not really out of the ordinary, but I'm going to explain something on my background first. So why I got so creeped out about it. So sometimes we'll have strange cars just driving up our hill, which we live on a dead-end road, and there's a turnaround, which they have a humongous turnaround to park in front of, or on, or, you know, whatever. But they choose to park right smack dab in the middle of our house. And our house is actually off of the turnaround. So it's like a driveway that you have to deliberately go off. And, you know, so they park on our driveway, and it's just like you have to deliberately go off there. When you have, like, literally a huge place. It's big enough for a semi to turn around, for a bus to turn around, you know, it's just that big. You can sit there, but they choose to sit right smack dab in our driveway. So anyways, you know, that's kind of creepy in itself. So anyways, I mean, when you have that happening, this phone call can creep you out a whole lot more. So this phone call, it was like two different people actually who were doing it, I think, personally, in my mind, I say that. So one day I was watching Despicable Me 2 with my father, and we were just, you know, casually watching, and he got up to get some, like, food or whatever, and my phone started to ring. So I answered it, said hello. It was just random background noise, and I'm just like, oh, they probably butt dialed me. So I hung up. Same thing happened. Said hello, and I'm like, oh, they probably butt dialed me again, because people have butt dialed me twice in a row. So then, what I did was I just kind of sat there and just, you know, continued on the movie, not thinking much of it, and then it happened a third time. So I answered hello. Same stuff, and I'm just like wondering, like, is this really an accident? So, anyways, the next day, I'm sitting in my room doing a live stream, which I'll probably do some of them a little bit later, but whatever. Anyways, I was sitting in my room doing a live stream, and I was explaining to them how I keep on getting phone calls, and if my, live stream pauses, not to worry, that I'll still be here, and don't leave me here because it's just probably some weirdo calling me again. So the person called me, I said hello. It was the same old story, and I'm just like, what in the world is this? So then he called again, and again, and I kept on saying hello. Finally I decided I'm fed up with this, and I clicked decline because I'm just like, no, forget this. And then he called back again, and I'm just like, okay, you know, about to tell this person off. I answer the phone really angrily, but little did I know that that last phone call that I declined just so happened to be a different person. So, when I answered it really angrily, I was like, hello, what do you want? And they're just like, ha ha ha. It's like something straight out of a horror movie, like, no kidding. They're just like, ha ha ha, my friend, why did you hang up on me? And I'm like, hello? Who is this? And they go, you have 24 hours. And I'm just like, what? What? 24 hours of what? Who is this? And they're just like, you shall soon find out. And they start laughing hysterically and just, you know, end the call. And I'm just like really confused at this point. And then all of a sudden it dawned on me that there have been strange, creepy cars outside of our house for a long time. And then I'm wondering, could they have somehow got my number, sorry for the lighting, but could they have somehow got my number, know where I live, and somehow kidnap me, or, I don't know, just murder me or do something? Like, I started freaking out, because obviously, if something like that happens with the coincidence of them strange cars just parking right deliberately in front of your house for no reason that is physically needed, and then you have this strange phone call. Okay, So now my phone rings again, and I'm just about to blow up at this person because I'm like, he freaked me out so bad, and I wanted an explanation, but it was the same guy. It wasn't the same guy. So it was this guy telling me, like, order a pizza. And you could tell that it wasn't the same guy because, number one, the connection. So the connection was fuzzier, so it was, like, harder to hear him. And it's, like, not something that you can control. Like, the connection cannot be stronger or less strong, you know, with a press of a button. You'd have to be somewhere farther away or in a different climate, and you couldn't call back that quickly, like, you know, go run into a dead spot or something. Like, really, you couldn't run into a dead spot that quickly or something like that, you know. And his accent was so strong that even if he used a voice changer to do that, his accent would have came out on it, because he was having this, like, Italian accent, a really strong Italian accent that I couldn't even hardly understand him because the Italian accent was so strong. Because I have used voice changers in the past just for my own amusement, you know, not to, like, harm anybody, and, you know, just to see how funny stuff could turn out. And I will tell you for a fact that if you use a voice changer, your accent will still come out on it. And it just might change the way your voice sounds, but your accent is gonna stay the same. Or at least in some respects it will. Unless you have an extremely expensive one, but, you know, who's gonna spend that for a prank call? I mean, it's... So, he's just talking about a pizza, so I'm just like, you know, hang up on him. And then he calls back again, and I'm like, what do you want? And he's just like, sorry, I shouldn't have prank called you, and, you know, and he's, like, really apologetic. But the creepy part about it, about all of that crap, was that guy... that was like a devil voice. It was, like, just so creepy. I mean, I'm still here, so whatever the guy was talking about, 24 hours, you know. Well, I'm still here, so that's good. And nothing bad happened within them 24 hours, so that's good. So whatever I was talking about is just probably a prank call to scare me out of my mind. But when you have all these strange cars and strange stuff happening around you, I mean, it's really hard not to get freaked out. People were trying to calm me down. And when I told my father about it, what he did was he just yelled at me and told me that it was my fault because I answered the phone call. And I'm like, yeah, well, what are you supposed to do when you decline a phone call and the person keeps calling you? You're going to wonder what they want. I mean, you're going to wonder what they want. You want them to get off your side. And I remember on one of the calls that I answered, just to get the guy off my back, or at least try to get the guy off my back, I answered it like, hello, I'm really sick right now, I can't really talk, and then hung up, because, you know, that's my humor of trying to make a person feel really bad, and it actually did work, because the person apologized. They felt bad for bothering me. Because I was so upset. Like, so, yeah. Anyway, on to the next story time. What am I doing? I'm just still thinking here with this thing. You know, it's just like one of them, like, little children's necklaces. Oh, okay. That wasn't a good idea. Just swinging this thing around. Yeah, I fell. Okay. So I'm trying to, like, search my memory banks for one last story time. This isn't working out very well. Okay, guys, this lighting is terrible. I'm, like, sitting under a lamp. I am so sorry. This lighting, I kind of like when it kind of, like, now it won't do it. Now it doesn't want to do it, but when it makes my face really bright, you know. We'll do it over here. Yay! Look at that. Look, I really like that. It makes me look really nice. Just do it again. Yeah, look at me. Like, girl, I'm so amazing. Like, what color are my eyes right now? I'm always obsessed with what color my eyes are, because sometimes they look green and sometimes they look brown. I think right now, if I'm correct, they look brown, but I can't really tell because I'm, like, looking at the screen. So anyway, let's still right. Aww. I spoke too soon. Okay, calm down. I think I'm on, like, a sugar high or something. I get these random laughing spurs. I can't stop laughing for like no reason. So, whew. I'm sorry, guys. Be back soon. Okay, so I'm here on a different day and I have a new story. So I've been getting a lot of random texts and like people bothering me. So it's kind of strange. Like I got this one person that was like, I don't know. He knew where I lived. And that was like really creepy. He's just like, you know, I can harm you. And I'm like, yeah, whatever. He's like, because I can find out where you live because of your IP address. And I'm like, ugh. You know, like, okay, this guy is just trying to creep me out. But then he stated where I lived. And that was like, ooh, that was creepy. So, anyway, that was just happened a few days ago. And then I got this other person texting me. And they're just like, well, what did they exactly say? It was this hacking organization, apparently, like, called Anonymous or something, and they're just like, we want you to be part of us, and then once you receive a phone call, you're in. You know, I blocked them, but I was just like, yeah, right, how would you get my phone number? Because that is just, like, how would you get my phone number? Yeah, so, you know, I'm just sitting here, you know, thinking, okay, I'm just about to block this person, and all of a sudden I receive a phone call. And I'm just like, what? They answer, and they hang up. And then I get a text, you're in, and I'm like, how'd you find out my phone number? And I started freaking out, and anyways, that is what happened, and I blocked them, but, I mean, like, it, like, really creeped me out, because I've been getting these people calling me lately, and then, you know, just getting, strange texts. It's like really creeping me out with all the strange like texts and stuff like that, or I should call them DMs on like Instagram. So anyway, this is really strange, but you know, if you guys start weirding me out or sending me something that I don't like, I'm not going to hesitate to block you. I might want to wait to see how it plays out though, because sometimes I like doing that and seeing if it can be kind of funny. At least on my end, it might be funny. You might not find it amusing, but I would. So, anyways, yeah. So that's what just happened, like, yesterday and the day before yesterday. So, I was going to have a different clip in here, but that one was kind of boring. And I guess this one is kind of boring too, but that is what happened. And I decided that I would just enter this clip in here instead of that other one. So, let's get on to the next story time, or the outro, or whatever's next, you know. Okay, so this story isn't really creepy in itself. It's just more, you know, like children hilarity. So, I was at my sister's because she was going to get married soon. And, I was sleeping overnight. And her son always gets the cake, if you know what I mean. Like, he's always, like, if she has a guest over, it's just, yeah, well, he gets to sleep in his bed. You get to sleep on the floor. Or, you know, like, I mean, I guess that's a mother's job, but, I mean, he was practically choking me one time. And, okay, let's just not even go there. She didn't help, but okay, like, literally, I was getting choked by her son, and she didn't. Okay, anyways, but my sister was genuinely nice, so don't get me wrong. Okay, anyways, so her and my, I think it's sister-in-law, and her son were sitting on this bed, because, you know, I had to sleep on the floor, because I was her sister, not her son. So, anyways, I wanted to hear a scary story, because of, I wanted to prove that I was brave. And I wasn't. Shh, don't tell anybody, but I'm not very brave. Shh. Okay, so anyways, it was about this story about trolls that would look in your window and they would emit green light. And they had a VHS tape thing in their room the whole night. So, you know how, like, VHS tapes, like, or, like, TVs, they'll have, like, a red or green light on them showing that they're on or off, you know? The whole night, I was staring at the VHS thing, thinking that there was a troll hiding in there, because the trolls kidnapped the kids and tickled their toes or something. I was so creeped out by that. Oh my goodness, like, looking back at it today, I'm just like, how could I be creeped out by a story about trolls hiding under a bridge, creeping into children's windows? Well, I guess that part is kind of creepy there, but yeah. And then tickling their toes. Like, hey, I'm gonna kidnap you, but first I want to tickle your toes. So I was like really like terrified of that. I have another story to tell. I guess these aren't really gonna be really creepy after this. I'm sorry I'm laughing just because I'm thinking of that memory of how stupid I am. Okay, so anyways, I don't remember whose house, but this one is actually just kind of stupid. Like, I always, like, remember one story, and then I remember them all, and I was just like, ooh. Anyways, I remember my sister was there, and her son was, like, really young at the time. He was still, like, a little baby, because I was, like, around 2 or 4 or something like that, you know, somewhere in that age range. And somebody was sleeping over with me. Like, I know they're all my family, but I can't remember what relation that they're in, because I'm just like, I was so young at the time, I don't even remember. I don't remember, like, in what relation I had to them. So anyways, I had, you know, I was like 2 or 4. I must have been 2 because I was still in pull-ups then, so I must have been 2. And I distinctly remember this. Anyways, I was still in pull-ups. Well, I think I was still in pull-ups till I was 4, embarrassingly. I don't know, a lot of 4. Well, no, because I was in school then. I might have been 3. I don't know. Anyways, I'm sorry. I always get mad at people when they're trying to remember, you know, their age or where they were, or who they were with. I'm just like, I don't care. Just tell me the story. So I'm sorry about that. Anyway, you know, I was like around 2 to 4, and I was still in pull-ups. So I don't know what age I was with, or, you know, the relations of my family at that time. So anyways, you know, it was like really warm, and me being a child, you know, I just kind of wanted to take off this humongous baggy sweater because, you know, it was the only thing that I was wearing at the time. But, you know, yeah, I think I was 2. Yeah, being like 2 or 4 or whatever I was, you know, it wouldn't have been that wrong for me just to take off my sweater. But this guy there was like, no, I can't have a girl running around naked in my house. And I'm just like, ooh, it was so hot. Because my sister was in the bathroom. And then my clothes were in there. So I couldn't just like change my clothes. Because I remember I was old enough to know how to change my clothes. But I was pretty young when I started doing a lot of things. So anyways, I was like getting like really upset, throwing a temper tantrum, like wanting to pull down my pull-ups because that's what all little children do. Sorry about that, guys. My father wanted me. Anyway, as I was saying, all little children just want to pull down their pull-ups because they're being a brat or whatever. So anyways, you know, I was getting like really, really upset because I couldn't take off my sweater because apparently I'd be a naked girl running around, and I'm like, I'm not naked, I got my pull-ups on. I'm not naked. So anyway, then what really made me mad, you're just gonna be like, why are you sharing this story with me? Because I share this story with like everybody practically. Anyways, the guy had a big black lab, and so I was walking around, and I was just the height of the black lab's butt. Just at that time, I was just as tall as a black lab's butt, so I couldn't be that old. Anyway, thankfully, after this, my sister got out of the bathroom with her son, but the black lab just stood there and really ripped one in my face. Just, I mean, I'm right here, the black lab is right here, and he goes, and I'm just like, ah, and everybody's laughing at me, and I'm just like crying because the thing ripped one in my face. So, you know, after the traumatization of not being allowed to take my sweater off and be topless, because who doesn't want to be topless? And then getting farted in the face by a dog. It really stunk, let me just say that. I don't think that dog had a really nice meal that day. Oh my goodness. It's like making me cry. I'm laughing so much because just remembering my reaction is just like, oh, I'm crying. Guys, help me, I'm crying. Laughter. Okay, ooh, I like this. This would be a cute picture. That would be so cute. I kind of like that for some reason. I'm just like, that'd be a cute picture. Just, I might take a picture like that later and put, no, come back. Sorry. And just like post it on Instagram or say like, oh, you can see right. Okay, that's creepy. Oh God, I just scarred myself. Like, guys, I just scarred myself. Oh my gosh. I scarred myself. Okay, anyways, after that story is done, do you guys have any stories that you want to tell? Leave them in the comments below, and make sure to give this video a like and subscribe. Did you know that when you press the little thumbs up button, it turns blue? And when you press the little button that says subscribe, it turns white. Well, somebody figure that out. Just go ahead and try it out right now. You're going to be amazed. Just go ahead. Do it right now. I tell you right now, you're going to be so amazed and so pleased at the results on how fast it works. Believe me. It's wonderful. So, anyways, I hope you do that, and I hope y'all have a good day, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye!